Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. If you haven't had a chance to do so by now, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And to go a step further, I ask that you tap that notification bell. That way you'll be updated each and every time I'm uploading something new. Also, make sure you're following me on Instagram at YB Speaks, as well as my business page at Tika Naturals. And hit that tickety talk, bitch. Okay, hello God, I'm at YB Speaks, girl. You ever just sit down and think to yourself, bitch, why did I do that? Why did I make that decision? You know, like well, I'm talking about just like my car, right? I really regret trading in my other Toyota for this one. Even though I felt like my back was against the wall with it, because I had one more year left of payments, right? But at that moment, I had just got quoted $2,000 worth of repairs that were going to be needed on that car. And it was like, I can't afford to continue to make these payments, even though there was a year left. Plus, you know, $2,000, you know, I probably could have did that in pieces. That's true. But making payments plus putting in, no, it just wasn't going to be financially feasible for me. So that's when I was like, you know what, let me just go ahead and trade. At the time, you know, trading in, that's why I've been trying to tell the girls, honey, you know, make sure you make sure you stabilize the value of major shit, whether it be a home, whether it be a car, girl, even your jewelry, girl, if it's real. Ain't no use in trying to keep costume jewelry looking cute if it ain't worth shit. But I'm just saying, there's certain things that you spend a coin on, you know, are you gonna stop, sir? Like, fuck. Like right now, this rattling that you guys are probably hearing, I'm just over it. Like, it's something that's coming from inside my driver door panel. Late last year, my car was involved in a collision, and my driver door got some like cosmetic, you know, damage done to it. And I just think, like, this just happened a couple days ago, where I started hearing this rattling, and then it started to get worse. And I was like, okay, so that must be, you know, the wear and tear of whatever else was damaged in that situation. And I'm just thinking, girl, this is a 2021. You know, I bought it in 2021 with 3 miles on it. 2 days of having the car, some tire, hello God, flies at me at the speed of fucking light, bitch, and destroys a portion of my grill, my front grill. And then last year it was involved in that, and then some pebble, which I told you I'm gonna try to hurry up and get fixed soon. I just haven't called that man yet to come out and do it for free. Busted up my windshield. So it's just like, I feel like I'm driving around in the murder mystery van, girl. Like, this rattling, it's giving me, you know, construction worker car, bitch. This is ghetto. And I just keep thinking to myself, like, I'm stuck in this auto loan for several more years. Luckily, it's a good interest rate. But still, though, like, I'm over it, girl. I'm over spending money on... I just really wish I was smarter with that. I should have broke up those... those repair needs with my other car. I should have just tried my best to do what I needed to do. After all, it's a Toyota. Like, this is a Toyota. I love Toyota. They last, girl. They last. As long as you get your maintenance done, girl, and you know, your oil changes and shit, and you keep it up, you ain't out here being reckless. And like I said, honoring the value of your shit, because that car that I had, especially the foreign vehicles, they have a better resale value, and they have a higher trade Girl, I feel like I'm rattled, like I'm trying to escape from prison every time I hear that. And it's not gonna make car conversations good for me, and that's gonna piss me off. Because y'all know that's where I do the bulk of my content now. In the fucking car. And how can I do that if my shit is rattling like someone is trying to escape out of Alcatraz? I'm so over it. But like that's what I was just talking about with like decisions. Like we be wanting the new, we be, and it really, like I said, it really wasn't that for me. Like, but I just felt like at the time I had no choice. But I really should have assessed the situation a lot better. I would have been already out of that loan. Credit probably would have boosted because of that loan being paid off. You know, girl, like, because there was nothing wrong with that car physically. Like I said, there were a lot of things that were eventually. I'm a bitch that I look to the future like, girl, I don't have it. I needed ball joint situations. I needed certain things like for the axles, and like those were major things, and I felt like those were immediate needs. So hell to the no. I wasn't trying to put any money into it like that. And I figure too, like I always hear stories about people saying like as soon as they pay their car off, that's when they start having these expensive ass mechanical needs for the vehicle. And I was just thinking about that curse, like, damn, bitch, like, is that true? Like, because damn, I was towards the end and being very celebratory, you know. But I want a Camry. I got the CHR, but I want to go back to the Camry. I loved my Camry. I know y'all like, you old bitch. No, like, Toyotas are the T, girl. Let me tell you, you will start to learn. Y'all be wanting these Hellcats and these Dodge Chargers, and y'all be wanting these motherfucking, you know, all these great things. Let me tell you something, honey. Get you, if you want something long-lasting and still cute, and you're going to get your money's worth, good gas mileage, you ain't got to be worried about, you know, like I said, with these Toyotas, too, if you go to the dealership, you get the Toyota Care. Girl, I got 5 years of, you know, free certain maintenance. You know, I'm telling you right now. I had a friend who had a Toyota, and I ain't talking about no new shit. I'm talking about that old ass Haitian shit, bitch. Them Haitian Toyota, them Mexican Toyotas, girl. The ones that you don't put no insurance on, because girl, what's the point? I think that bitch had like a 1999. And that hoe drove well past over 200,000 miles. And it was a stick shift. It was a piece of trash, but that thing was moving, girl. Well over 200 with minimal maintenance. I hated that damn car, but that bitch got us, that was my friend's car at the time. But that hoe got us where we needed to go. Look at all that dick. Damn. Yeah, you see me seeing. I tell you, girl, I smell the cock, bitch. Bitch. Girl, you better call me the cock whisperer, bitch. I sense it. I have a cock alert. Let me tell you something. Cockle-doodle-doo, bitch. I tell you, boy, them Spanish niggas, they in, honey. They are in. That's a lot of cock-a-doodle-doo. But yeah, girl, like I go to thinking like, girl, because my car note, oof, girl, I'm over that. Because it's at the point now, I'm not even trying to do nothing else. Like, once I'm done paying this car off, I'm not getting no new car, girl. Because in my mind, I'm like, you know how much money I could have stacked up right now? Speaking of that, I did a budget last night. I got to start being more disciplined with my money like we talked about before. And I just was doing this budget shit, child, and trying to figure out where I could do this. So if I discipline myself, starting next month, I should be able to start saving. I realized there are some things that I could do without, i.e., cutting down the cigarettes, and I have to try something, girl. Like, I smoke way too much, and I've smoked way too long. It is time to try, at least, like, really, really try. It's hard though, girl. I realized it the other day, like, it's really hard. And that's crazy. I work in the addiction field, and I understand that nicotine is probably the worst of them. Because I noticed, even when I worked in adult treatment, girl, those clients, let me tell you something, girl, because they're coming down off that other shit, they lean on cigarettes to balance them out. And the way that they used to smoke, I just asked myself, like, I don't smoke as much as they do, because some of them girls was going through 2-3 packs a day, and I'm like, girl, they all out here sounding like Big Angie and shit. May she rest. Oh, Drita, good morning. Good morning, mister. Girl, you needed some water, bitch. You get you some lemon water with some honey, girl. Have you some peppermint tea, girl, to clear out your throat. Bitch. You go over here sounding like old man time. I gotta do something. I have to find ways to cut down and do what I gotta do. Cause bitch, Anyway, let me get in here into this gym. I don't have time. I don't have a lot of time to work out today. Wasn't feeling good yesterday. I don't know, that workout that I did previously was a lot, I guess, and like my legs just felt like they were poisoned. Girl, it felt like Snow White, girl, when she bit into the poison apple, girl, like, and she just fell out. Like, that's how I kind of felt. And I was like, oh, I need a day to chill. So I'm like, let me muster my fucking little bit of strength I got, take this pre-workout, girl, added a little extra to give me a boost, and come to this gym and get it on. And that guy with that big ass cock-a-doodle-doo walked up in there, so I'm definitely gonna cock watch. Girl, speaking of cock, girl, we're gonna have to talk about this. We're gonna have to talk about this just real quick, girl. The queens that were caught, hello God, the queen, and I could tell they were queens. The queens that were caught up in Georgia, honey, down to the park. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It's been everywhere, girl. There's been a lot of controversy surrounding this situation, girl. Apparently, law enforcement has caught on to the filth that happens late in the midnight hour down to their local parks, girl. They conducted a sting operation, which resulted in, I believe, about 5 or 6 men being arrested, girl, for lewd and for lewd acts, honey, in a public space. We all know what that means, girl. They were getting on their knees and not to pray. Hello. Shout out to Noah's Ark, bitch. They were getting on their knees and not to pray. They were bending those bussies over, girl, and throwing that ass in a circle, bitch, for trade in the parks. And the controversy is, and which I'm totally with this shit, let's tell the truth. Y'all sat here and plastered these boys, these girls. But I want to tell people this too. You do know that if you are caught doing and having sexual activities in a public space, if you get arrested for that, right, you do know that you will more than likely be put on the sex offender list. They will treat you like that. They will charge you like that. You do understand that, right? And with anyone that gets arrested, but more specifically anything that has to do with like sexual deviance and things like that, you go, your mugshot is placed on their website, whatever their Facebook page or their social medias are. They're always updating the communities on who is being arrested. And if you truly get charged the way that I think y'all will, because they don't really play that shit, girl, you will then be placed on the sex offender registry, where this won't be the only time that y'all's information, what you look like, is going to be published on a public forum. You're going to have to register every so much. You're going to have to update your picture every so often. Every time you move, they will be plastering your faces on, so updating the communities on, girl, just let y'all know. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of outrage because these men were dragged publicly the way that they were, but I have seen this a lot when it comes to these situations, girl. The criminal justice system may be fucked up because there's not an understanding right now that at one point or another, and even to this day, but it was really prevalent back in the day, where gays were targeted. The LGBTQ community was specifically targeted. Gay bars, gay lounges, anything, any place where, you know, gays congregated. Girl, let's tell the truth. There was a lot of, you know, gay spaces, like bathhouses, and, you know, people were running illegal, what do they call those bookstores? They were not there to read. They were there to suck dick and get fucked. They have secret rooms, girl. Hello God. And a lot of times, because there was so much gay hate, especially when it comes to law enforcement, girl, they hate the gays, girl, especially back then, girl. They especially if you was black and gay, girl, they're gonna leave you inside out on somebody's public roadway and not give a good goddamn about what happens to you. Let me tell you. So I understand why there was a lot of fury for, you know, law enforcement by the LGBT community, but I want to inform y'all, inform us that, girl, this isn't new behavior. This isn't new procedure and protocol. That law enforcement been doing shit like this. And maybe y'all shouldn't be out into the parks. Y'all, girl, let me tell y'all, girl, so I know that there's a fetish. I know that and I'm not saying I've never done anything in a park, because I sure the fuck have. But I'm saying, though, girl, y'all, it's become a trend. And you don't think that the girls that are getting rejected from y'all in the park, because they're not going to snitch. It was probably an old nasty bottom that was like, girl, no one wanted to play with me. I don't fit the physical or the sexual requirement or whatever. Or it could have been a top who had small peen and couldn't get no top because none of the girls wanted to play with her little dick ass. So she got mad and she told the tea. But stuff like this has been going on for many, many years. The girls be talking social media. You don't think law enforcement is scouring social media? They already got fake pages. Detectives got fake pages following drug dealers and sex workers and all of these people, girl. Trust and believe eventually. And the girls don't know how to shut the fuck up. You look on Twitter, girl, we at the park, we down to the park doing a group session, we down to the Days Inn doing the group session, we down to this bookstore. You know, you don't think people are watching? And you don't think law enforcement don't want a reason to come get your gay ass? Your black gay ass? Come on. We got to start doing better. We got to start shutting the fuck up. We got to start doing things more privately. It's a big problem with our community. We're too sexed out. Yes, I get it, girl. I love the lure. I love the desire. I love it. I love the spicy nature of everything. But, girl, y'all grown ass men. Look at these men. They look like they could be somebody's granddaddies, somebody's uncles, girl. Y'all out here to the park. Girl, y'all better rent a hotel room or go somewhere where there's more privacy. Y'all kill me with that. I get the lure of it. I get the fun and the excitement. But, girl, at the end of the day, y'all need to start thinking more grown. Now y'all mad because y'all posted publicly You wasn't ashamed to get your mother. You know what we do in the dark, unfortunately, does come to the light a lot of times. That really sucks, because I'm sure, like, no one, especially these men were, you know, I was joking when I was saying they queens, but you never know. Like, these could be down low dudes, you know what I'm saying? Just cruising the parks. Now, all their tea is out there. We don't know where these men might be at with their sexuality. Have they come to terms with it? Now we might have to put them on watch, because they might self-harm. But y'all shouldn't be out there to them parks, girl. Leave them parks alone, girl. Leave those bathrooms alone. Let me shut up. Let me shut up, girl. You have to assess the risk. Let's put it that way. Assess the risk, girl. See, parks, And then, like, you know, a sting operation means, like, they had to be posted. Like, y'all didn't, the park is damn near empty at night. Y'all didn't see nothing that looked crazy, too many cars that weren't supposed to be there that time of night. Like, girl, you gotta watch, you gotta fight, you gotta pray, and stop sucking dick in the park. Let's tell the truth. Get your old cheap ass hotel room, girl. Y'all put, there's 5 of y'all, put $10 a piece together, pay for one night, get y'all freak on, girl, and leave. Go about your ways. Leave these public spaces alone. These train stations, all of this, leave that shit alone, girl. Like, ain't nobody got time for that. But again, if you gonna do the shit, assess the risk. Anyway, be blessed and never stressed. Y'all take care. Remember that health is truly wealth. And girl, don't be out there in parks on your knees. And if you are, girl, I hope it was worth it. I hope y'all weren't giving up that bougie cat to some lame ass piece of pipe, girl. If you finna go to jail for some shit like that, it better be worth it. It better be worth it, girl. Period. But then again, I imagine the embarrassment. The embarrassment, though. And especially if these dudes weren't out the closet. Like, ooh, they didn't know then, now they know now. Anyway, all right, y'all. Bye.